Hello everybody, down by my little river again, and I noticed we had some really rough rains for a couple of nights, and what I noticed coming down here, now that the water is receded again, is it would take the naturally occurring garbage. And by naturally occurring, I mean people throw stuff away everywhere. Somehow it always ends up littorally. And it is here too. So there's a fast food box, there's a core hydration bottle, can of beer, water bottle, a couple of other things, and of course a couple of face coverings, or at least one. I don't know what that is over there. Okay, anyways. Now, the way I look at it is this: that's part of civilization. It's an indelible part of civilization until we sort of wake up out of the stupor we've been in for much of our existence, much of our modern existence. Probably won't happen in my lifetime, and not going to happen in yours. So there's always going to be a semblance of this around. But anytime that there is a storm and the waters rise, it pulls that stuff along. It will leave detritus around, and you can look at that as sort of the same thing that this period of time is doing. Storm waters are rising. They're dark. They're rushing. They seem incomprehensible, illogical. Mandates, this and that. And you're going to see the garbage floating along after things calm down. It won't be immediate, although some people, I don't know, it is sort of immediate, but not like it's going to be. And you will just look on it as that. Look on it as waste, sort of waste. And as long as you are still standing on the banks of the river of life, even wading in after the storms have ceased, or treading water while the storms are going on, whatever metaphor you want to pick up here, you've survived. And if you're listening to this as not the casual observer, but somebody who comes here purposefully, you will be one of those people. It may necessitate some change, it may necessitate some upheaval for a time, but you will get through. And that's the cycles of life. We're just in the midst of one right now. That's it. We're just in the midst of one right now. And in that midst, I still see food growing. I see plants here that are edible, broadleaf plantain. I see passion fruit. It grows here where I am. A few other things. And consider yourself like that. Consider yourself like a weed. Tough. I just went on a long run, and it's extremely hot here. I think it's in the upper 90s. And it's midday, pretty devastating. And I could see my shadow as I was running. And it reminded me of something. It reminded me of the concept of the Indian brave. I have long hair, and I've got it bound up right now. And so I looked, my shadow looked like an Indian brave running across, the deserts or the plains or whatever. And you think about the ancient tribes and the things that they had to deal with elementally, and it was a mark for them. It was a badge of honor to be as tough as possible, to convince the body that it was not suffering, to convince the body the pressures can lower. You can lower those pressures within you, the pressures that are telling you to quit, the pressures, the literal physical pressures that are pushing against the walls of your heart, the walls, your lungs, every other organ in your body, the veins, the arteries, capillaries. Lower that pressure. It is a mental exercise. It's both an exercise in calmness and an exercise in strength. It is spiritual. It's where the physical meets the spiritual. I've spoken about where the physical meets the elemental. The elemental meets the spiritual, the ether, where the true energy lies, where the true knowledge is. The thing that touches your inner tuning fork and rings it solid when there's a warning to be felt or intuited. It's out there, and you can access it at any time. And it's good to practice accessing it. Put yourself through a challenge. Put yourself through an ordeal that they say it's dangerous. They say maybe it wouldn't be a good idea to do that. Now, no one's saying that to me except for my wife necessarily. She tempers her moderate admonition because she loves me. She knows that I'm in superior physical shape, so it's probably not going to be much of an issue. But nevertheless, it is. I'm the only one here. This is a vast, vast open space, and I'm the only one here today. Everyone else stayed away. The bike riders, the walkers, the dog walkers, the runners, the children. There's no one here but me and my shadow. And I was talking to my shadow. Okay, I will talk to you again soon. Thanks.